ever wake up carrying a weight that isn't yours? A weight made from glances, from whispers, from the silent question in your mind. What will they think of me? Those thoughts circle like restless birds, and without realizing it, you shrink, you hesitate, you hold back. But here, in this quiet corner with me, I'm Evie, we choose a different rhythm. This isn't just another English lesson. It's a space where your heart can breathe, where your English can grow softly, and where you remember that your voice matters. Every sentence you hear today isn't only practice for your language, it's practice for your soul. In this video, we'll walk gently through the invisible chains of other people's opinions, and step by step, you'll learn how to loosen them. We'll notice the weight, calm it with breath, and build the steady courage that comes from trusting yourself. By the end, you'll carry a set of simple tools that replace hesitation with action, fear with freedom. So take a deep breath, let your shoulders drop, and allow this to be your moment. One word, one thought, one heartbeat at a time. And if today's reflection touches you, you're welcome to like and subscribe only if it feels right for you. I'd love to hear in the comments where in the world you're listening from, what time it is there, and what you're doing right now. Your voices always bring light to this space. Now, let's begin our journey together. Imagine an invisible chain, coiled gently around your mind. Every time you pause before speaking, another link forms. Every time you delete a message before sending, another link snaps into place. And when you second-guess the clothes you chose this morning, the chain pulls a little tighter. At first, it feels harmless, almost invisible, but slowly it weighs you down. Your chest feels tight, your steps feel heavy, and your voice grows softer. The truth is, this chain isn't built by anyone else. It is built entirely from your own thoughts, from the moments you hand power to imagined judgments. The first step to freedom is simply noticing. Noticing the small hesitations in your body, a breath caught in your throat, a hand frozen over the keyboard, the restless tug in your chest. These are the links being forged. And the beauty is this: what is built in thought can be unbuilt in thought. The more you see the chain clearly, the easier it becomes to loosen it. One link, one pause, one act of awareness at a time, until slowly you begin to hear the sound of metal falling away, and you stand a little taller, a little freer than before. Most of the voices we fear are not speaking truth. They are simply echoes of someone else's day. A harsh comment may be nothing more than a reflection of their own stress. A dismissive glance may come from their own insecurity, not from your worth. Think of it this way: when someone speaks, they aren't handing you a carved stone of fact. They're handing you a glass of water colored by their mood, their history, their wounds. You don't have to drink it. The practice here is simple. Pause and ask yourself, is this a fact or just a feeling? Notice the tone of their voice, the timing of their words, the weight of their body language. More often than not, you'll see it's not about you. And in that moment, something shifts. Instead of bending under their judgment, you can smile inwardly, knowing their opinion is not my reality. This insight is a key, one that unlocks the first door to freedom. Approval can feel sweet, like a golden star pressed into your hand. For a moment, it glitters, but soon it fades, and you're left reaching for the next star, the next nod, the next well done. That chase never ends, and it leaves you tired, empty, always hungry for more. But there is another way. Instead of waiting for someone else to stamp you with worth, you can turn inward and ask, what feels right to me? Which choice matches my values? That quiet check inside is worth more than 1,000 claps from outside. Try this. The next time you're about to look for a nod, pause. Place your hand on your heart. Ask yourself silently, Do I approve of this choice? When you feel that small warmth rising in your chest, that is your yes. That is the star that lasts. And here's the secret. The more you choose your own approval, the steadier you become. No passing criticism can shake you. No fading compliment can define you. Your worth glows from within, brighter than any outside applause. To be unbothered doesn't mean you never care. It means you choose where your care goes, the way a painter chooses colors. You hold the brush. You decide what belongs on your canvas. Picture yourself as a calm lake. Someone tosses in a pebble, a sharp remark, a raised eyebrow, a careless comment. Ripples spread for a moment, but soon the water smooths itself again. The lake does not hold the pebble's story. Neither should you. Here's a practice. When a judgment drifts toward you, pause for 3 slow breaths. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. With each breath, ask, does this thought deserve my energy? Most of the time, the answer is no, and like ripples, the worry fades. This is the quiet art of being unbothered. You are no longer a victim of every passing opinion. You are the director of your mind. And once you taste this freedom, you'll never mistake stillness for weakness again. When you drive, you don't stare at the car beside you. You keep your eyes on your lane. Life is no different. Your path has its own turns, its own signs, its own destinations that only you are meant to see. But the moment you start comparing, their speed, their shine, their route, you begin to swerve. You drift away from your own direction, and suddenly, their journey feels louder than yours. Here's how to stay steady. Each morning, set a small intention, a guiding star just for you. It might be, today I focus on my growth, or today I honor my curiosity. Then, when comparison whispers, repeat it softly to yourself. I stay in my lane. Because the truth is, no one else can drive your car. No one else can walk your road. And when you stay centered in your own lane, you move with clarity, with peace, and with the quiet power of someone who knows where they are going. Saying yes can feel kind. It can make others smile, smooth the moment, keep the peace. But too many yeses, when your heart is whispering no, come with a hidden price. The cost is your energy, your joy, your sense of self. Each time you stretch too thin, agreeing to what drains you, a piece of your light grows dimmer. You end the day exhausted, resentful, and invisible even to yourself. The next time someone asks for your time, your effort, your presence, pause, ask gently inside, what will this cost me? If the price is your well-being, your rest, your truth, then the most loving answer might not be yes. And here's the paradox. When you honor your limits, you don't give less to others, you give better. Your yes becomes fuller, more generous, rooted in strength instead of sacrifice. Protecting your happiness isn't selfish. It's how you keep love alive. Purpose is like armor, not heavy, not rigid, but glowing. When you know why you do what you do, outside noise loses its power. A cruel word bounces off. A doubtful glance slides away. Because deep inside, you're anchored. Think of your purpose as a shield you carry close to your heart. Maybe your purpose is to create beauty, to care for your family, to keep learning, or simply to live with honesty. Whatever it is, let it shine so clearly in your mind that it protects you. Here's a practice. Name one purpose that inspires you today. Close your eyes, imagine it glowing around your chest, like a circle of light. The next time criticism or fear appears, picture that light deflecting it, bouncing it back into the air where it belongs. When you stand in your purpose, you stop chasing approval. You stop bending to judgment. You move forward steady, strong, and calm, carrying your shield with quiet confidence. To free yourself from the grip of other people's opinions is not defiance. It is love, deep, tender love for yourself. Each time you choose your own voice over someone else's echo, you are whispering, "I am enough." Self-love is not only about rest or comfort or kindness. It is about trust. Trusting that your choices, your pace, your dreams are worthy, even without permission, even without applause. Here's a practice. Speak this phrase aloud, slowly, letting the words sink into your chest. I am enough. Notice how your body softens, how your breath deepens. Each repetition is a brick, building the foundation of a life where you don't need anyone else's approval slip to exist. And over time, that foundation grows unshakable. No opinion can erode it, no silence can crack it. Because self-love is not fragile, it is the strongest power you can carry. Imagine waking up and realizing you no longer need to ask anyone's permission, not to rest, not to speak, not to dream. That day doesn't live in some far-off future. It begins the moment you give yourself one small yes. A yes to wearing the color that makes you feel alive. A yes to voicing your opinion in a safe space. A yes to carving out 15 quiet minutes for something you love. Each yes is a brick. One by one, they build a foundation stronger than fear. And as the foundation rises, the walls of doubt start to crumble. This is not about rebellion. It's about reclaiming your life, gently, steadily, with choices so small they almost feel invisible. Until one day, you look around and realize the permission slip was always yours to sign. Inside your head, there's a chorus. Some voices are gentle, some are sharp, and some don't even belong to you. A parent's warning, a teacher's criticism, a friend's casual remark, they echo long after the moment has passed. The first step to freedom is learning to notice them. Imagine turning a radio dial, tuning into each station in your mind. When you hear the harsh voice that says, "You're not enough," pause and name it. That's not me. That's my old critic. Labeling gives you distance. Suddenly, the voice is not the truth. It's just a memory, a leftover sound. And when you can name it, you can also turn the volume down. You are not the echoes. You are the listener, the chooser, the one who decides which voices deserve your attention and which can fade back into silence. Every heavy chain is broken the same way, one link at a time. And every habit of worry loosens the same way, one thought at a time. When the familiar fear appears, "They will judge me," pause. Ask yourself, is this true right now? Most often, the answer is no. It's not a fact, just a story your mind is spinning. Here's the gentle swap. Replace the story with a kinder truth. Say quietly, "I am doing my best, and that is enough." Each time you choose this, one link weakens, one chain loosens. At first, it may feel small, almost unnoticeable. But link by link, moment by moment, courage gathers. And before long, you find yourself moving through the world lighter, carrying not the weight of judgment, but the ease of self-trust. Think of inner approval as a garden. It doesn't grow all at once. It grows because you water it a little every day. Today, plant 3 simple seeds. I am capable. I bring value. I deserve respect. Speak them slowly. Let the words sink in like rain on soil. Imagine self-kindness as gentle sunlight, nourishing what you've planted. Over days and weeks, those small phrases root themselves deep until they bloom into confidence that no storm can wash away. And when the world outside rages with opinions, you will still have your inner garden, quiet, steady, flourishing, a place that reminds you your worth has always belonged to you. Confidence isn't a lightning strike, it's a muscle, and like any muscle, it strengthens through small, steady lifts. Start simple. Hold your head high for 1 full minute. Meet someone's eyes a few seconds longer than usual. Say hello with a clear, calm voice. At first, these moments feel tiny, almost ordinary. But each one plants a signal in your body. I can. Practice them in your mind first. Picture the lift of your chin, the steadiness of your gaze, the warmth in your tone. Then carry them into real life, one at a time. With every repetition, your confidence grows quieter, steadier, harder to shake. Until one day, it's no longer something you practice, it's simply how you stand in the world, unbothered, grounded, sure of yourself. Staying in your own lane means knowing where you're headed and gently reminding yourself not to drift. Distractions will always appear, so will comparisons, but clarity is the line that guides you back. Here's a simple ritual. Each morning, speak one sentence that centers you. Today, I focus on my growth. Today, I ignore my curiosity. Today, I follow my own map. This sentence becomes your compass. Whenever you feel pulled into someone else's pace, return to it. Whisper it like a quiet anchor. Because the truth is, your lane is not about speed or perfection. It's about direction, your direction. And the more you practice staying with it, the straighter, calmer, and clearer your journey becomes. True kindness doesn't mean giving yourself away. It means giving while still holding onto your center. Compassion without boundaries drains you. Compassion with self-respect strengthens both you and the people you care about. Here's a gentle practice. Imagine someone asking for more than you can give. Instead of forcing a yes, try this. I care about you, and I also need a moment for myself. The words are soft, but firm, kind, yet clear. When you speak this way, you teach others that your love is not endless sacrifice. It's steady, rooted, and real. You show that your compassion comes from strength, not depletion. And that balance deepens relationships more than saying yes ever could. Because when your respect for yourself and your care for others walk side by side, both can last a lifetime. Your shield of purpose becomes nearly unbreakable when it's built from your deepest values. Values are the anchors beneath the surface: honesty, kindness, curiosity, courage. They remind you who you are when the world grows noisy. Here's how to use them. When criticism or doubt appears, pause and ask, which of my values can guide me here? If honesty is your value, you answer truthfully. If kindness is your value, you soften your response. If curiosity is your value, you ask a question instead of shrinking away. Each choice you make through your values adds another layer to your shield. Suddenly, outside opinions lose their edge. They cannot pierce what is rooted in truth. And the more often you return to your values, the steadier you feel, moving through the world with clarity, calmness, and strength that doesn't need anyone else's approval. Every time you act in alignment with your true self, it deserves a pause, a moment of recognition. Saying no with kindness, sharing your idea in a meeting, taking time to rest when your body asks. These are victories, even if they look small from the outside. Here's a practice. Celebrate each authentic choice. It doesn't need to be grand. A quiet smile to yourself, a gentle clap of your hands, a quick note in your journal. Well done, I chose me. Oh, these little celebrations tell your mind. When I honor myself, good things happen. And slowly, your brain begins to trust that truth. Over time, self-celebration becomes fuel. It reinforces your courage, strengthens your boundaries, and reminds you that every step toward authenticity is worth honoring. Because a life filled with small, genuine celebrations grows into a life filled with quiet joy. Self-love isn't a grand gesture. It's the small, steady rituals you weave into your days, gentle reminders that you matter. It could be 3 slow breaths with gratitude before you drink your morning coffee. It could be writing one thing you appreciate about yourself before bed. It could be a simple stretch, paired with the thought, I honor my body. The key is consistency, not size. Tie your ritual to something you already do, brushing your teeth, making tea, turning off the light. Let the ritual be an anchor, pulling you back to center whenever outside voices grow loud. Over time, these moments become part of your rhythm, as natural as breathing, and each ritual whispers the same truth. You are worth this care every single day. At the end of it all, here is the truth. Your reality is the only one that matters. Your feelings, your hopes, your journey, they are the ground beneath your feet. Other people's thoughts? They are background noise passing like distant traffic. Here's a practice. Close your eyes, place your hand gently over your heart, and feel your breath. With each inhale, remind yourself, their thoughts are not my reality. I am. This simple act seals everything you've learned, breaking chains, building shields, choosing love, and walking in your own lane. So step forward lighter, braver, freer, confident, not because the world agrees with you, but because you finally agree with yourself. You are not the echo of someone else's opinion. You are the voice, strong, steady, and beautifully your own.